think a lot of us, when we think about Vincent van Gogh, we think about Starry Night, and also a collective of his paintings that depict his mental health issues and how we think of him with more sadder and eerie paintings. Vincent van Gogh had a lot of paintings, and some of them showed his softer side, and one of them is Almond Blossom. This painting is nothing like any of his other paintings that he had done before, because this one was special for him because he made it for his newborn nephew as a gift. We actually know a lot about this painting because he would write letters to his family and they saved them, and now we have even a book about all his letters. For example, even before this painting was done, in one of the letters to his brother, he talked about how where he was in Arles, everything was freezing, it was still snowing, but he had gathered some almond blossoms and he had done a little study of them in a glass. Since then, for Van Gogh, the almond blossoms were a sign of rebirth and also as the first flowers that bloom in the season. When his little nephew was born, he wrote to his mother and said these words: "How glad I was when the news came. I should have greatly preferred him to call the boy after father, of whom I've been thinking so much these days, instead of after me. But seeing it has now been done, I started right away to make a picture for him, to hang on their bedroom wall. Big branches of white almond blossoms against the blue sky." It also is believed that he got the inspiration to do this painting by referring to a lot of prints that were made in Japan, which I find totally fascinating that even back then a lot of artists were very inspired by the Japanese culture as we are right now. So many artists talk about how they have been inspired by Japanese animation and how they have implemented that in their artwork. Van Gogh even did a little study painting of the process to make a Japanese looking print. Also, there's another painting by another artist. His name is John Russell, and people believe that his friend also inspired this painting. If you look at both of them, they have very interesting, similar characteristics. But when I was doing this painting and trying to replicate the idea, the colors, the composition, I realized many things about how Van Gogh would make his painting. I was surprised to notice that a lot of the branches didn't have like a rhyme or reason. Well, at least for me, they seem to be going everywhere, and I found that very fascinating because it's very hard to try to do a random type of thing. As humans, we struggle to randomize. We want everything to be in order, and I feel like for me, his randomification was something that I would not have done. For me, it was really random. Also, the colors that he decided to use were very interesting. I never actually paid much attention to like very detailed parts of this painting, and some of the parts of the painting had more blues, for example in the branches, which I found really interesting, and also how some of the flowers had little dots of pink. I honestly wished I had done this painting in a bigger paper because I honestly wanted to do everything exactly like the painting, but I quickly realized that I was not going to be able to, so I just tried to go and have the idea of the painting for myself. There were some things that I was not able to do. Like for example, the background is even more detailed. It has like the very Van Gogh looking technique of like using very creamy texture as he's placing down the color. And the flowers have a lot of detail to them. You could tell that he put a lot of care when he was placing every single one of those flowers. And I just ended up making little blobs because I actually couldn't do such little detail on my little paper that I had set for myself. But overall, I like this painting so much just because of the story, and I was just very, very glad that I got to even try to do a little study on this painting. I enjoy so much that I was able to even try to replicate this artwork. I learned so much from it. I feel like the colors that he uses are very nice put together, and I'm going to try to do some of the things that I learned from this painting. Well, that's everything for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this little study and the story of this painting by Van Gogh. I hope I see you in a different video. But until then, bye!